Hey, blessings for the full moon in Pisces.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, I'm Claire Christine Sargenti.
I'm Camille, and wait, I think it would be weird.
Mamzelle
Mamzelle Camille.
Yes.
I think it would be weird if we didn't have the awkward.
Hi,
Hey.
good morning. Are we making another video?
Making another video, yeah. A couple of people have pointed that out to me, and I was like, yeah, it is. And then I'm like, I kind of like it. It's our weird thing of like.
Are you weird too? Join us. Come join us. Let's talk about the moon and be weird together.
Let's talk about the moon and be weird together.
Yeah.
So we are going to be discussing the upcoming full moon in Pisces.
Definitely.
I did want to do a quick little recap though of the last video we did that was the new moon in Virgo, and how we spoke about so much of that energy and what that was about in particular, and anything that has to do with digestion and whatnot. And this is not a sponsored video.
Not a sponsored video. We are open to sponsorship.
We are completely open to sponsorship 100% and have no problem with that. But just for the sake of saying, this is not a sponsored video. Rise Mushroom Coffee. And I joked and I've said a couple of times, I would do a commercial for these people for free because the product is so amazing. Wouldn't be a video at my house without guess who. But yeah, it's interesting pulling on that energy and discussing in detail about that Virgo full moon. And I didn't even think about it until Claire mentioned it a little while ago. Like, hey, wait a minute. As I was telling her the wonderful results I've gotten with the coffee and mushroom, small on coffee, big on mushroom. And how we had set that intention with working with the Virgo full moon. And it was only after that I ordered the Rise and have gotten such consistent results over the past 2 weeks. Cats be cattin' because they cats. So as a witch, it's really cool. And I thank you so much for pointing that out to me, to be able to see your intention and your magic actually happening in real time. So
that is really cool. And if you set intentions for the last moon and you noticed some results, some growth, some positivity, let us know. Share with us, because we're all on this journey together. We gotta support each other.
Support each other, exactly.
Remind each other that this is actually real.
This is yes. As I said, I've got to stop being an armchair witch and actually get in the game.
You're in the game. You know you're in the game. But yes, point taken. Now, this video today almost didn't happen because of Hurricane Francine. But we're here making it last minute. Thankfully, here in New Orleans, we're safe. We're okay. We made it through. That is not the case for all of Louisiana. Some of our next door neighbors are dealing with some severe flooding and damage and trauma, especially some of our neighbors in Kenner. Now, if you've visited New Orleans, you might not know the name Kenner, but if you've flown into Louis Armstrong International Airport, MSY, that is in Kenner. If you've flown into New Orleans, you've been in Kenner. They need help. Please consider helping out our neighbors. If you want to donate to Red Cross or Louisiana Mutual Aid, there's lots of really awesome groups out there that are here and helping us. So if that's within your means, please help.
Yes, and including also down the bayou, the place that everyone romanticizes, and because it is beautiful, its own ecosystem and natural landscape. Well, that's being eroded every time that we have a hurricane. So if you hear them talk about places like Homa, Grand Isle, any of those communities, they are still trying to recover from the previous hurricane, Ida, that happened 2 years ago. So the homeless nation is there. So if there's even a small amount, and I have to remind myself of this with pretty much everything in life, a little bit can go a long way. So even if it's just a small amount that you feel called to donate to any of those communities, please do.
Absolutely. And that's what community is. Like, everybody just giving a little bit and it comes out to be a lot. So thank you for your help in whatever way possible, whether you're sending prayers or good vibes or coming and helping with physical presence or financial presence.
Light a candle.
Thank you for being part of community.
Yes,
definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that was the heavy part of our video. The next part is congratulations, celebratory time. Camille over here has been nominated for Best Tarot Reader 2024 by the World Divination Association. So congratulations. Very exciting.
It is, I am truly, I'm gobsmacked and so appreciative. And a certain somebody has also been nominated by the World Divination Association for Best Tarot Deck of 2020.
2024.
2020. Good God, let's not 2020.
Please
2024. Her Noble Moon Tarot, which will be the deck that I'll be pulling from today. And our very dear friend, Stacey Williams-Ung, has been nominated as well. And what, Best Publishing?
Best
Independent Publishing House. Yeah, Best Publishing House.
You say the name better than I do. Say it.
La Panthère.
La Panthère Studios.
Only because she has taught me.
That's good.
We have sat around, yes, and she has taught me. So yes, La Panthère. So please check out the I always call it the World Domination Association. Maria, I love you. You know I do. She and I laugh about that. The World Divination
Association. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll put all the links and all the things. But yeah, please vote for all of us. Vote for your favorites. And now, should we talk about the moon?
Let's talk about the moon.
All right. Well, blessings for the full moon in Pisces. As we said, lunar eclipse this time coming around. So Pisces, let's see, what are we talking about today? We're talking about feeling your emotions, being present for your emotions, because it's an emotional time. Eclipses make it even more emotional. We're talking about creativity and how you use your creativity, where it brings you joy, where maybe it makes you feel a little bogged down, and setting reasonable goals and expectations for yourself, because especially during this eclipse, we're thinking about being present in the moment.
I love what you said about yoga and how the intention is, and it's so interesting. How many years have I been practicing yoga? Like since I think 2001 is when I took my first yoga class, or 2000. No one's ever put it in the words that you put that really resonated so deeply with me about you do the work, you do the postures, you do all of the physical movement of the body. And I know Shavasana is the time of rest, but the way that you put it I don't know, however you verbalized it was just really capturing the essence of that intentionality of that pause being just as important.
Yeah, well, the reason why we do yoga, we do all the postures and the movements and whatever, is not to have like a cute little bod, whatever, that's like a benefit. But the reason why we do it is to kind of wear yourself out so you can be still and present for that meditation at the end of your practice, whether that's a seated meditation, a Shavasana meditation, or however you like to meditate. It's you do the physical activity and you get all the wiggles out, essentially, the physical wiggles and the brain wiggles, so you can be still in that moment of meditation. And that's usually when those aha moments come, or where the solution comes to you, or you realize it's actually not even a problem after all. But being present in the moments of movement and the moments of stillness, that's really what this eclipse is about. Eclipses, the moon going dark, we usually think of that as doing the shadow work, which is like, scary. I gotta go look at all these demons that are deep inside that I'm trying to keep hidden. And it can be that, definitely. But feeling the Pisces energy, this is more like you worked hard all day and you get to go home and like curl up in bed, be cozy with the pillows, turn the lights off, and like that kind of darkness, like the cozy darkness,
like almost like a womb when you describe it, like just cuddle up, cozy, curled up,
warm and like wet, and you're safe and you're nourished. Yeah, it's definitely that. And we were talking about getting enough sleep and waking up and actually being awake. So if you're trying to like go in bed and be all in that cozy mode, but your brain keeps going, it's because you got to be more present during the day. Do your activities, get your movement in, get your wiggles out, but also setting the goals for the day so that they're reasonable, so you can accomplish everything, check them off all the lists, so you're not still thinking about, I didn't finish this, I gotta do this. Being fully present during the day, so you can be fully present in your nighttime cozy zone, so you can get up, be refreshed, be fully present for the light again. So being present for the light, present for the darkness, present for the light again. right? Because after Shavasana, you get back up.
You get back up and go back to
after the womb,
regular life.
You go do life.
You know,
then you go back in the underworld and do the womb thing over again. It's just over and over and over. Don't be afraid of the darkness is what we're trying to say. Get cozy in it during this eclipse.
I love it.
Coziness.
I love it. I love it. And thank you again for explaining that, particularly with yoga, because I'm sure there are a lot of people who do watch our videos who do practice yoga. And so going into your next yoga practice with the wisdom that Claire is sharing with us and that intentionality of the nuanced perspective that you've given us.
Yeah. Or even if you don't do yoga, but you're trying to go into a meditation practice. I know it's frustrating y'all sometimes trying to do that meditation. Do a little workout, do a little wiggle, get your wiggles out. And that'll help with the stillness for sure. Because you gotta have both sides of the coin. But that's a lot of talking for tarot readers without cards. So shall we pull some cards?
Let's pull some cards.
What deck are you using
What
today?
deck? Let me see. Let me think. What is it in its special pouch? I am using the Noble Moon Tarot from Claire Christine Sargenti. That's her.
And I am using Desert Illuminations by Lindsay Williams. This is one of my favorite decks. And I rarely get to use it. But it's got like Western, the desert, there's like aliens in here, there's a cow getting abducted. Like this deck is so much fun.
And you've spent quite a bit of time in the desert.
The desert. I feel so like powerful in the desert and just like good in my body.
Yeah.
I love the desert.
Maybe I need to go to the desert with you.
Come with me, Little Mermaid. We will have some fun. We'll bring you back to the ocean.
All right, so what information needs to come through with the cards for the for the collective for this full moon in Pisces coming up September 17th?
That's around 10:30 p.m. Eastern. That's around 9:30 p.m. here in New Orleans.
That move was the cards were about to slide.
It's a full body shuffle. What you got?
Very much. Oh, that just did. Do we have the same?
No, we don't. I got six
First
of wands.
cousins, but not the same, not sisters. And I have the Six of Pentacles.
Six energy.
So the six energy, which for me, sixes in and of themselves in tarot talk about reestablishment of balance, reestablishment of harmonious energies coming together. And with your beautiful Six of Pentacles, it really, with the scales and the give and take, it calls to mind so much, and being pentacles of earth and the body, it calls to mind so much of what you were just speaking on in terms of yoga practice and that balance of input versus output. And for me with this card, also a nod to what we initially spoke about in the beginning of the video of those who may be in a position of need where, you know, lunar energy, not so much lunar, but water has affected people, and the moon pulling the tides. But any way that we can give and the put out, but the balance that has to happen for that sense of completion of a cycle, the give and take. And where can we do that in our daily lives, in our physical body, maybe financial balance, dealing with some things. Sometimes working with financial things can bring up a lot of fear, a lot of emotions, the fluidity and flow of input and output. And I have a dear, dear friend who, and you know who you are, circulate. She's like, Reverend Ike says, we don't spend money. Money circulates because it has to be that flux, that give and take and balance. But sometimes that can evoke a lot of shadow period and the moon. And with it being partial eclipse, maybe certain revelations that we might be having that come up around that, but that we need to sit with those emotions, allow ourselves to feel them. And again, like you said, how can we also create coziness internally, but in our physical environment, be that our physical body or in our homes, so that once we've done that kind of work, we then feel supported and nurtured, and again, that cozy womb feeling for the restoration.
I love that. I have a friend who says whenever she spends money, she says, "Thank you, come back to me tenfold." Like, go away, come back, bring your friends. I think that's
I love
really
that.
cool.
So,
yeah.
Yep, circulate.
But on that coziness moment, I have a really special relationship with the Six of Wands, specifically in this deck, this card.
And that's a beautiful.
Isn't it? I love it. It's
beautiful.
Just gorgeous. We're doing 2 screens, so I'm gonna get out both of them. But I was 2020, lost my job, lost my home. We won't get into all the details, but I was asking for like, where is my new home? When will I know when I have found it? And I pulled this card. And I was like, okay, Six of Wands, okay, I don't know. But I don't know if y'all can see the patterning on this, like, really specific patterning on this arch. Y'all, I went to this apartment and into the bedroom had this exact archway. Yeah, this is it. I have a picture of like this card with the archway behind it. But like, this is your home, this is your coziness, and this specifically is that entryway into the bedroom. So for a lot of us who work at home, work remote, don't get your computer out of the bed, get it out of the bedroom. Let your bedroom be a sacred space where you can get and be cozy. You know, when you're in there, you're not thinking about work stuff, brain stuff. You're there for your coziness. You know, if you're living in a place that has multiple rooms, sometimes we live in studios, and that's just the way it works. But if you can, let that,
or even designating a space in the studio
space for the coziness, for the darkness, and to enjoy the darkness. Turn your screens off, turn your computer off, and just enjoy. Be cozy, cuddle up. This Lunation. There she is, Luna.
I specifically did pull out your moon card from your deck in keeping with the Pisces energy, and the moon is the luminary body associated with Pisces. And just, you know, look at that cozy, beautiful coziness and environment, and the flux, the fluidity, and sometimes releasing things that we hold very dear. Be that like a woman's period, the moon shedding. So it could be very physical or emotionally, creating that comfort and that coziness and that space to allow ourselves as we're processing. And I know, you know, a lot of us are going through different things in our lives. There may be some revelations, again, with eclipse energy, and things that may be old fears and things that are coming up. So I just wanted to show the image, though, of your, again, we have 2 screens, guys, so.
Yeah, cool. Well, blessings for the cozy moon eclipse to you and to y'all.
And to everyone out there. And thank you, anybody who is watching our videos. We really, really do appreciate you guys checking in, and the encouragement and the enthusiasm and the support. It really does. It really means a lot.
It means a lot. We're doing this for y'all, so it's nice knowing that y'all are out there, that
we're not just screaming to the void.
Thank you for being part of our community. If you have questions, let us know. If you want to share with us about your moon rituals, or how the last lunation went, or how this one's going, talk to us, comment, follow. We'll leave all the links, all the things, and we'll see y'all next time.
Blessed full moon.
Blessings.